Mark, another week's work. How do you feel preparations have gone since our last game?
Very well. We've had a positive week. Very much helps that no midweek game, and just a continuation of the good work against Crewe. So we're in a positive mood.
This week's seen the final week of the recruitment staff and the transfer window. So how do you assess our business so far?
Very, very good. Really grateful to Clem for his support. Huge well done to Jamie and the recruitment team for what they've done. We've got some really good players, and it's easy to forget about the players. We've done a lot of really early business, so hugely grateful to them, and just looking forward to working with them over a sustained period of time, progress, getting to know each other. So it's been very, very positive for sure.
It's the first time we spoke to you since we've announced Kabongo and also Gavin Kilkenny. So what do you think they'll both bring to the side?
Cabs has got an outstanding record as a goal scorer. We've seen that in training already. Left and right foot, he's powerful, he's strong, he's quick off the mark. Very good with his back to goal, can run the channels. And again, his record, although he's not had perhaps the success he would have liked in the Football League, the balls are the same size, the goals are the same size, your technique's your technique. He's an outstanding finisher, and he just needs to find a home where he's loved, valued. I'm not saying he didn't get that, but that's all players want, and I think we can give him that. Gav Kilkenny is somebody I've admired for a long time. Tried to sign him before. Outstanding technician, great game understanding, tactically brilliant. Just somebody who demands the ball, and he's got courage and bravery. Somebody who demands the ball when he's being marked, and there's a lot to be said. I've seen players who are brilliant on the training ground, and on a match day they hide behind people. So two very good acquisitions to the squad.
Two other additions, of course, Dan and Dan. So what can you tell us about those two?
Really pleased with both. Goalkeeper's been one we've been after for a long time. It's really important that we got the right person to come in, because we didn't want somebody to come in to just support. We want somebody to come in who's going to challenge and has the potential to get in the team. Somebody that, if it pushes Jack to another level, even better. But we kind of looking at people, we'd rather have two number ones than somebody who's just coming in to be a training ground player, and Dan's certainly not that. So we're very lucky, very grateful to his parents' club for helping us with that. That's been brilliant. And Danny is somebody, I've been after for a long time. He really impressed me when he played against me before. Has caused me a lot of problems. Very versatile, very technical, can unlock doors, very imaginative as a player. So they've been really positive signings.
There's just 2 points there. Of course, you spoke about the competition for places there. So how key is that to deliver, high performances?
Really good. One thing I always say to the players, I don't care how old or young somebody is, it's every man for himself, and training's a huge part of that. Physical numbers and data is a huge part of that. Without boring you with it, I say to the players, these are the parameters, the metrics we're looking for. If you're hitting them and you're not in the team, please come and knock on my door, and at least we can have a discussion about why you're not in the team. So it's so important we have competition for places. But a big part of that as well is having the right people in the building who, when they're not in the team, it sounds ridiculous because they're professional footballers, but not everybody behaves in the same way. So the type of person we brought in was very, very key, and we've a very supportive, engaging and mindful group of players who, whilst they want the best for themselves, they're team players, and that can only be a positive.
One thing we touched on after Crewe was, of course, the creativity, and of course, in Danny Butterworth, you hope to see that. So how much do you think he'll bring then, without putting too much pressure on him?
He's somebody, when we looked at our stats, we don't really have dribbling drivers. We don't really have, or certainly, I'll come on to it in a minute, but certainly we have like almost straight line runners, powerful players. We need somebody with imagination, the ability to unlock doors. Jake Kane's been really, really good in training this week. He's certainly got the ability for that, and I think it's important to mention Jake, because I've said this before, I feel like I've not seen enough of him through no fault of his own, through my own absence, which I don't want to bore you with. So having somebody like Jake and another Jake in Danny and that type of player is very good. And also we have the ability to be flexible with our midfielders in other positions as well. So the more of them, the better. I mean, if you look at, we're talking about Notts County tomorrow, that's what they have in abundance,
Obviously, like you said, they're focusing back on match action. How determined are you and the team to get back to the Niger League County ground and put on a good performance?
It's really important. I mean, we've had 2 fantastic draws away from home, but it's so important when you're picking up points away from home. You need to win your home games, and you're not going to win them all. It's impossible. Undoubtedly, at some point in the season, you're going to lose games, you're going to draw games. But it's important over the course of the 23 home games that you win a large proportion of them. So it'll be nice. For a couple of reasons. It's nice to get back in front of your own fans. We've got an incredible group of fans who are vociferous and supportive. But it's also nice that once Saturday close, we can really start establishing and identifying who we are and what it looks like. And I keep saying it takes a little bit of time. So I'm looking forward to that.
Just finally touching on Notts County, what do you expect from them?
A team that dominates the ball, a possession-based team. They've got brilliant individuals, an outstanding manager who's done a fantastic job. They've got a real brand of football that's been evidenced for the last few years, and again they're a good barometer to look at in terms of longevity and the style. So managers come and go all the time, chairmen come and go all the time, directors of football come and go all the time, but your fans and your club and your brand, I think, should remain, and they have a particular DNA which is heavily data driven, which they work off. So in terms of what they look like, in terms of the strengths and weaknesses, we're not going to see anything we don't know or are not aware of. That's one thing. Being able to stop it is another.